We've been talking about Salt Bay a lot. I'm been obsessed with Salt Bay because I come to the realization that he's kind of a ridiculously gimmicky bad chef. The food he makes is ridiculous. Like he'll cut a long stretch of salami, he'll cut it in half, grill it, and then dump a bunch of cheese on it and put it in bread. And he's like, dinner served. So I saw on Instagram, wouldn't you believe, that the Bradberries were freaking hanging with Salt Bay. And I was like, wow, this is way too coincidental. So here's the video.
Close that sign.
Oh man, killing it. Oh,
Wow.
He's licking his lips. He's ready for
Oh,
it.
here it comes.
So I had a before. That is weirdly. That's very homoerotic, I have to say.
Because last time we were saying, what if it was guys? Would he do the same move?
I didn't think so.
I didn't think so either.
But apparently, it's his thing to feed people at the tip of a knife and force them into this very uncomfortable. Dude, Salt Bay must be really psycho to think that people actually want to do that. That's a little gay, right? Dan,
Yeah, also
everyone in back?
That piece is kind of big.
Huge. Nobody's backing me up on that.
What?
Crickets. It's a little gay.
What's gay about having a man dangle meat in front of your face?
And the tight ass.
What are you talking about?
The tightest shirt I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Thank you, Dan.
It reminds me of the girl with the Alfredo sauce.
Oh, God.
With
Don't remind
that
me.
huge-
Deep throating it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's basic. I mean, he's like, yeah. Deep throat this meat, bye. I hate everything about him. I just don't like his persona. He's such a douche. That's way too big of a
Look,
bite.
he's still chewing.
No, I know. You can't enjoy
It'll take
it.
you forever to chew that.
It's like a really expensive cut of meat, and you're supposed to eat small bites and enjoy it. I mean, my God, what the hell? Look at him trying to enjoy it. Yeah. So that's it. So we're like, oh my God, this is such a rare opportunity. So we got on the phone with Ethan Bradberry and Mo Bradberry, and we asked them questions. I want to know, how did they enjoy it? What was the experience like? So without further ado, we have their answers here for us today, and this is a real treat. So we asked them first, did you specifically go to meet Salt Bay? And this is what they said.
At the time, his restaurant in New York City just opened up, and he was going to be there for quite some time, maybe a week or two. So we figured, because he's there and he's a meme, and it's kind of that whole meme world, since correlates with what we do, we found it interesting and intriguing to see what it was all about in person, see how he was in person.
Is this Ethan or
Yeah,
Mo?
this is Ethan.
No, I didn't think you would give such a long answer. Usually it's like a 2-word man.
Yeah. Well, he's a meme now. I like that. He accepted, because when we had them on the podcast, he was like, what is a meme? I don't understand. And now he is a meme, and he's going and visiting other memes. How did you get to interact with you?
The way to interact with that man is you have to spend a lot of money in his restaurant.
Yeah.
You have to spend over $400 or $500. Then he comes to your table and does his whole comedy skit. I call it a comedy skit. Yeah, you have to spend money for you to see him. So you basically paying for a show.
I love those guys.
So you pay extra to see him?
Well, no, he's saying you have to spend a lot of money.
Oh.
And then he'll come do a little Fiji the meat. The old Fiji the meat routine. Did Salt Bay know who the Bradberries were? Wow, that would be fascinating.
Not producer, but one of the guys, the main guy that films his stuff and puts it on his social media, he recognized us, and he thought it was cool for him to introduce us to Salt Bay. And so he introduced us to him before they seated us at the table. We got to know him a little for 5-10 minutes, and then we got a whole entourage that walks around with him, his film crew or whatever. The guys that put all the videos together and kind of produce it,
Hmm.
Nah, yeah. To be honest, he was very quiet. I rarely talked with him. Like I was taking a picture with him, and then he just shook my hand. It was mainly his cameraman that was talking to him. He doesn't speak, this guy.
I love these guys.
This guy.
I love these guys. They're the best, aren't they? I could listen to them talk about anything. Salt Bay is such a weirdo. What is this phenomenon?
We should try and go.
No.
You wouldn't want to go to Salt Bays?
No. Well, listen to them talk about the experience. Were they satisfied with their meal?
Hell no. You know what we did right after? We went to the halal carts. Because in New York City, you'll find one every block, every corner, especially when you're in the city. Like, that was the little tease. It was an appetizer. We had, like, 2 steaks. We had, like, lamb chops. Yeah, the salad alone is, like, $35, $45. It was just like an appetizer. I felt like I ate an appetizer. And
they felt like they had appetizer.
I was still very hungry after that. Went for like $5 halal cart plates. You know, it was pretty good. But if you wanna get full, or if you wanna hit the spot, you have to spend, I'd say, $1,000, $2,000.
That's
if you
insane.
Spend 15 to 20 grand on food every month, that's your place to go.
The thing is that a great, like the most expensive steakhouse in LA, which is like Mastro's, you can get like the most ridiculous, like aged bone-in filet. You could get a tomahawk, let's say, which is like the craziest, most expensive, for like $200, and that's enough food for like 3 days. So I don't know I'm not surprised that he's charging these insane amounts, $500, and they weren't even full. Doesn't surprise me. Yeah. It does a little bit. And it's packed. But here's the $1 million question that I had for them. Were his elbows clean? Because this guy is sprinkling salt off his elbows like that's all good and all sanitary. That's like when you work in a kitchen, everything's nasty. That's why you wash your hands all the time. That's like having salt on the table where you prep food and then taking your plate and then being like scraping it off the tabletop on the food. So let's hear what they said.
No, I think there was a whole bunch of like dry sweat. I felt like there was like some sweat over there, you know. That was like, I felt like he was sweating during the day, you know. I doubt he showers like in between shifts or whatever.
What?
Wait, didn't he say it was nasty last time I heard this?
It was covered in sweat, yeah.
No, I thought he said specifically that it was nasty. He did say that in so many words.
Yeah.
What is this? Yeah. Who's that come from? The Mitts.
Yeah. Another fans.
We gotta get Ethan and Mo to talk about more stuff.
Yeah, I like just hearing them talk about shit.
Should be our correspondents, H3 podcast correspondent.
I would love that. Love,
Yeah.
love that.
We should.
So, and then they had a special message for us, Ela. I haven't heard this one. Yeah.
All right, so, you know, we want to congratulate, because we never actually got to do it verbally. So me and Mo want to congratulate Ethan and Ela on their first child.
Thank you. That's nice.
Many blessings, you know?
You know?
Yeah, congratulations.
Oh, that's sweet. These guys are
Sweet.
those guys are sweethearts, aren't
I like
they?
it's like many blessings, you know?
I know, man.
Yeah.
I know.
Out of all of the H3 meme people, they would have been the last for me to expect to wind up being actually really chill and cool guys. I don't know about cool, but
It's hard to say because on one hand you have to remember their pranks in the hood,
yeah, of course.
but I guess people can redeem themselves, right?
Yeah.
They can grow.
They've got a redemption arc for sure.
They're legends. I mean, what can you say? You got it. They're as as complicated and beautiful as look. Diamonds are made in the rough. Diamonds are made under intense pressure, made under the earth, and so they come out beautiful. And I think the Bradberries are beautiful diamonds in that way. That It's not always pretty. It's a long process with a lot of pressure, but you come out a beautiful, shining diamond.
It's beautiful, man.
Thank you.